Maraming pong salamat sa ating pong choir at praise and worship team. Today, it's the last Sunday of July, and this will also be the last topic for our series, Safe. And this morning, I'm going to talk about a song entitled, I Am Safe in His Arms, but I will also entitle this, I'm Safe in His Arms. Gagamitin ko po ang tatlong talata. Una, Psalms 23 verse 1. Memorize yan, lahat kayo, alam niyo yan. The Bible says, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. And then, go to Psalms 27 verse 5. Ito po ang sabi, for in the day of trouble, He will conceal me in His tabernacle. In the secret place of His tent, He will hide me, He will lift me up on a rock. Psalms 27 verse 5. And then, go to Proverbs. I hope meron kayong mga Bible. Proverbs 29:25. Ito po sa kasulatan. The fear of man brings a snare, but he who trusts in the Lord will be exalted. May the Lord bless the reading of His Word. Manalangin po tayo sa madali. Panginoon, speak to our hearts today as we celebrate this worship time to continue to keep us safe during this pandemic. Help us, Lord, to just trust in You. Continue to speak to our hearts in Jesus' name. Alam niyo, mga kaibigan, mga kapatid, ang Diyos po, alam niya kung paano niya tayo alagaan. At He knows how to make us safe. Why? Because we don't know how to do that by our own. At kung titignan niyo, mga kaibigan, mga kapatid, yung istorya po nitong title lang, I'm Safe in the Arms of God. Kanta to eh. Sinulat to ni Isaac Watt. Mamaya po, isabihin ko sa iyo kung paano nangyari to. But si Watts po he's a writer, he's a poet, and he likes to write songs. And one of that is yung I Am Safe in the Arms of God, Shelter from a Stormy Blast. All of this, pinakita niya ito, and in fact, at that time, in 1670, pinanganak siya 1674, and after a couple of years, in 1702, siya naging pastor. And ito po mga kanta niya, is one of the greatest preacher ever lived sa England. And pinapakinggan po yung kanyang mga kanta. And during the crisis, during the World War II, ay iyan po ang kanyang ang pinapakinggan ng maraming mananampalataya. And one of the famous hymns ni Isaac Watts ay yung My Shepherd will supply my need. Ito po galing sa poetic word ng ating binasa Psalms 23. Yung mga unang words na ginamit doon, sabi doon, My shepherd will supply my need. Jehovah is His name. In pastures fresh He makes me feed. Beside the living stream, He brings my wandering spirit back when I forsake His ways, and leads me for His mercy's sake in paths of truth and grace. Those are some words na makikita nyo doon sa kantang yan. And that song was written in a poetic fashion para po sa kanilang worship time at para po maipakita ni Isaac Watts sa mga tao yung katotohanan at yung pagtitiwala natin sa Panginoon at saka yung dependency natin na siya nagbibigay ng comfort sa bawat isa sa atin. Of course, hindi natin alam kung papaano nangyari ito, but during the time of David, when he wrote the Psalms 23, pinakita lang ni David kung anong character meron yung Diyos niya through His name, When you say, Jehovah Jireh, the Lord my provider, Jehovah Mekadedem, the Lord who sanctifies, Jehovah Shalom, the Lord is peace, Jehovah Sabaoth, the Lord of hosts, and many others na isinulat niya. But this Psalms 23, iba yung approach na binigay niya. Ni-reveal ni David kung paano yung caring nature ng Diyos. As a shepherd, ibinibigay niya doon sa kanyang mga alaga, sa kanyang mga shepherd, na dumadaan sa mga tragedy. Doon sa makikita natin, mga kaibigan, na dinadaanan nila. Just like David. And when God revealed Himself to us, kadalasan kasi, hinihintay pa natin yung tragedy bago makita niyo yung revelation ng Diyos sa buhay natin, kung gaano siya kabuti sa atin. And sometimes, nagre-reflect ito sa buhay natin when we are in the middle of crisis and hindi ka makapag-praise, hindi ka makapag-worship until God will reveal His character at diyan ka makapag-praise sa Panginoon. Why? Because a lot of times we do not trust God. Kaya po mga kaibigan, mga kapatid, I hope na maintindihan natin this God, this shepherd who really cares for us. Kaya po si David, yan ang kanyang pakiramdam. Kaya niya naisulat ang Psalms 23. He experienced difficulties in life. At makikita natin, mga kaibigan, mga kapatid, even, sabi ng banal na kasulatan, he came from God's own heart. And he was given this by the Lord. Makikita niyo, mga kaibigan, mga kapatid, from success, downfall ni David, makikita natin how the Lord works in his life. Same thing with us Christian. When we are here, going up and down, para tayong siso, minsan mabuti, minsan masama, you could see how the Lord chooses and the Lord works in a mysterious way in our lives. Kung titignan nyo, mga kaibigan, nag-umpisa sa pag-alaga lang ng sheep. Nagpapastol lang siya. And during pagpapastol niya, mga kaibigan, mga kapatid, he will meet a lot of dangers in life. Darating yung malalaking bear, mga lion. Sinusugpo niya ito, pinapatay niya, talagang tinatalo niya. Lalo na when Goliath and the Philistines trying to mock the Israelites. Pinakita ni David kung paano niya labanan ng giant. How he fought the giant. And really, tremendous success. Makita niya naman yung tagumpay na tinanggap nila. But also, in the life of David, there are also some downfall. Remember when David committed adultery with Bathsheba, not only he committed adultery, he committed murder by killing Uriah, the husband of Bathsheba. And also, remember when last week when I shared, si King Saul ay trying to kill him, and also his son, David's son, si Absalom, trying to kill them. So if you will look at it, yung Psalms 23 po, mga kaibigan, mga kapatid, before that, Psalms 22, parang makikita natin, if you read Psalms 22, pakiramdam ni David, he was forsaken by God. And he was surrounded by enemies na wala na siyang magagawa. And he is feeling persecuted. And in the midst of this, David opened his heart to write Psalms 23. The Lord is my shepherd. Yan po ang major theme ng verse ng chapter 23. Ang major theme niyan ay dependence on God. The Lord is my shepherd. A lot of times, tayo mga mananampalataya, we do not depend on God. We depend on a lot of things. Like we depend on people. Pagka may problema ka, iniisip mo kagad tao. Pag may problema ka sa mga bagay na financial, iniisip mo kagad yung pera ang pinupuntahan mo, career, or your relationship. Doon tayo nagdidepende. Minsan, many of you nagdidepende sa pastor. I remember, Sometimes, during my early ministry, may isang bata, ayaw niya magpagamot. Sabi niya, si pastor magpapagaling sa akin. You know, all of this, we depend on a lot of things. We depend on our wealth, our money, our cars, all of this. Nakakalakihan na natin ganyan. Pero ngayon, mga kaibigan, mga kapatid, I believe God is telling us, and I want you to hear this, He wants us to shift our dependency towards Him. Kaya nga, Psalms 23, ito po yung an exposition ng kung paano tayo magdidepende sa Panginoon. Nakaroon ng proper dependency on the living God. At yan po yung napaka-importante. And God knows kung paano tayo alagaan because we cannot take care of ourselves. A lot of times we fall into sin. A lot of times we make a mistake. That's why in the opening statement of our Psalms ng ating binasa, sabi niya, the Lord is my shepherd. Undoubtedly, mga kaibigan, mga kapatid, si David, siya yung the best person na pwedeng magpatotoo sa atin. Kung para makita yung nature ng shepherd. He's also a shepherd. Nag-aalaga siya ng tupa. That is why he uses this profession, this shepherd thing, to provide a better understanding of God. This morning, I would like to share with you 4 na katotohanan. 4 facts about God, our shepherd that will help to increase our level of dependency on Him. Napakahalaga po nito because sometimes when we know a lot of things already, nagdidepende na tayo sa sarili natin. When we have a lot of money, nagdidepende tayo sa pera natin. When we have so much thing going on, nagdidepende tayo sa sarili natin. Until such time na dumating tayo sa tragedy, sa pandemic, sa problema, at saka lang tayo bumabalik sa tunay na shepherd. 4 facts that I would like to share with you this morning. Number 1, the importance of the sheep to the shepherd. The importance of the sheep to the shepherd. Kung mga kaibigan, mga kapatid, kung if you will look at the culture in Israel, kung bakit napakahalaga ng sheep sa mga shepherd. Kasi kailangan mo intindihin yung nature ng sheep. Kasi ang sheep po, mga kaibigan, mga kapatid, kaya importante ito sa shepherd because sa Eastern nation o sa ancient Hebrew, yung magkaroon ka ng sheep, parang pride, meron kang kayamanan, meron kang ari-arian. Kasi ito yung sheep, ginagamit yan for sacrifices, papagsasacrifice ng lamb. Kung titignan yung istorya ni Abraham and Isaac sa unang panahon, yun yung ginamit di ba? God provided a ram in the bush, alala niya, in replacement for Isaac, remember? Ang sheep, kaya po napakahalaga din sa kanila yan, is because dito nang gagaling yung pagkain. It's good for food. And kung titignan nyo, pag maganda yung fur ng sheep, it's also good for clothing. And sometimes, pag maganda yung sheep at meron pagkakautang yung owner, yung may-ari, pwede na rin itong pangbayad. Kaya po, ito pong maliit na creature na to, itong sheep, mga kaibigan, mga kapatid, ay napakahalaga kasi isang bagay na kayamanan ng isang tao sa panahon na yan. Ngayon siguro, hindi nyo na masyadong naunawa kasi wala ng sheep. Pero last week, dami ko kinain sheep. Matupa, masarap talaga. The lamb. It's very useful. Kaya lang, a sheep is also timid at isang weak, defenseless creature. And the sheep, they do not know how to care of themselves. Alam nyo ba yan? Kaya yung mga sheep, hindi nila nararamdaman pagka may danger na dumarating. And oftentimes, the sheep will wander, nawawala lagi. Kaya ito yung pinakikita rito ni David. Alam na alam niya yan. Kaya po, habang nagpapastol siya, kaya nakita niyo yung sheep, yung tungkod, ay meron parang, kawit. Kasi mga sheep, pagka naliligaw, nalalayo, sinusungkit na lang niya nung kanyang siya para maibalik sa kapulungan ng mga sheep. Kung titignan niyo mga kaibigan, mga kapatid, the sheep is a picture of you and me. Sa totoo lang, para tayong sheep, tendency natin para tayong mga sheep. When it comes to our spiritual development, yung ating timid and defenseless, tayong magawa, kailangan natin ng shepherd. No wonder, sabi ng Isaiah 53 verse 6, sabi diyan, all men are like sheep and have gone astray. And each of us has turned to his own way, but the Lord has caused the iniquity of us all to fall on him. Sabi ng 1 Peter 2:25, for you were like sheep going astray, but have now returned to the shepherd and overseer of your soul. Just like sheep, mga kaibigan, mga kapatid, ang hilig natin kumain ng mga maling bagay. We chew the wrong stuff. It lead us to a place na ayaw naman natin puntahan. That's why we are compare to sheep. Napakaraming tao na napahamak because they stray away and they go, left and right para maghanap ng sarili niyang ginagawa. Ganun ang mga sheep. Ayaw niya dumiretso. And that is why we are like a sheep who go astray. Hindi katulad ng mga aso, they can't find a home. Yung pusa, nililigaw mo na, they can't find a home. Yung mga kalapate, pinatatakbo sa malayo, babalik sa sarili. But the sheep, when they go astray, hindi na makakabalik yan. Kaya po, napakaganda ng illustration in Luke chapter 15 ng ginawa ng Panginoon. Nung nawala ang isang sheep, iniwan niya yung 99. Remember that? He looked for one sheep who is lost. At iniwan niya muna yung 99 na nandoon lang sa kanyang bakuran. Ang ganda ng parable na ito, mga kaibigan, mga kapatid, pinakikita niya kung gaano kaimportante ang isang sheep sa kanya, sa ating Panginoon. And if you will look at it, sabi nung verse, the shepherd searches for the sheep. Hinanap niya yung sheep until he finds it. Here's the point, mga kaibigan, mga kapatid. You and I are important to God na kahit na ano pang try natin, lumayo tayo na napakalayo sa Panginoon. Pag hinanap ka ng Diyos, masusumpungan ka. That's what happened to Apostle Paul, who persecuted a lot of Christians in the New Testament time. But God makes a way that he will find Saul so that being astray, kukunin niyang pabalik at gagamitin niya sa kanyang gawain. We are like a sheep. We are prone to wander. Lagi tayong lumalayo sa Panginoon. We leave God and we do our own thing. Sabi ng Panginoon, ito na, ako na ito. Here's what, this will be your good thing. At ayaw natin pakinggan. That is why Jesus died on the cross. Para kayo at ako'y magkaroon ng pagkakataon makabalik sa Panginoon. That's how we are important to God. Ano pang layo mo, ano pang takas mo, ano pang ligaw mo, ano pang pagkalayo mo sa Panginoon, God will surely look at you because you are important to God. Ano man dinadaanan mo ngayon at nagyayabang ka sa sarili mo na kaya mo ito, mga kaibigan, mga kapatid, you can. Someday you will realize in your life na wala kang ibang kailangan kundi ang Diyos. Marami sa atin, mayabang tayo. May trabaho ko, marami kong pera. Now look at this today. I heard the news that we are on a recession in 2020. More than millions are losing, 1.2 million are losing job. Meron ako kaibigan, nag-repossess ang maraming kotse because some of the OFW, some of the family, o some of na meron trabaho dati na naghuhulog ng sasakyan, hindi na makabayad na elite ang kalaman sa sasakyan. This is going through right now. But I want you to know this, mga kaibigan, mga kapatid, that God is telling us today that you are important to Him. He is our good shepherd. Pangalawa, the intentional caring for the sheep from the shepherd. David had himself been keeper of a sheep. Alam naman natin yan. Tindihan niya, mga kaibigan, mga kapatid, kung anong pangangailangan ng sheep at papaano aalagaan ng shepherd. Alam na alam niyan. And he compares himself to a weak creature na wala kang magawa. A lot of times we are foolish. And that is why, mga kaibigan, mga kapatid, he takes God, the shepherd, to be his provider, to be his preserver, to be his everything, who controls his life. Alala niyo, mga kaibigan, mga kapatid, when we are growing as a Christian, we are so dependent on God. But pag dumarating na yung matanda na, tumatagal ka sa pananampalataya, nagiging mayabang ka na. You don't even pray anymore. You don't read your Bible anymore. Kaya nakakaproblema ka ngayon, magagawa ka ng maling desisyon and you lose everything. That's the time babalik ka sa Panginoon, I made a mistake, Lord. Because that's how David describes yung ganyang ginawa. And you will see how God intentionally care for His sheep. Kung titingnan nyo, Psalms 23, 1-3, makikita nyo how the shepherd have given a provisional care. He is our provider. Sabi doon, the Lord is my shepherd. Wala na akong kailangan pa. Siya bahala sa akin. In Psalms 23 verse 4-5, yung protection niya, He really protects His sheep. And in verse 6, sabi diyan, surely goodness and loving kindness will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. The shepherd preserve his sheep. What is the point here, mga kaibigan, mga kapatid? The shepherd, Jesus, our God, knows how to take care of you, how to take care of me, how to take care of his sheep. So makikita natin, the shepherd knows how important we are to him. We could see that the shepherd intentionally cares for you. Kahit ano pang pagtakbo mo sa Panginoon, He really loves you. He really cares for you. Intention yun. He's trying to do everything to take care of his sheep. And He will do everything to take care of his sheep. So God knows how to take care of us. Pangatlo, look at the intimate relationship between the sheep and the shepherd. Sabi nung yung pong binanggit ni David dito, very personal sa kanya ito. Sabi niya, the Lord is my shepherd. Kung titignan nyo, sabi niya rito, He is the one who really cares for me. He is the one who really intentionally wanted to have an intimate relationship with me. Ito pong Diyos na ito, mga kaibigan, mga kapatid, makapangyarihan Diyos. Sino ba tayo sa Diyos? Compared to the vastness and the greatness of God. Tayo, parang maliit lang na compared to human perspective. Pero ganun niya tayo kamahal. For God so loved you and me, and He died for you. Di ba? And this Lord na sinasabi natin that is here today, is my shepherd, sabi ni David. Alam naman natin, mga kaibigan, mga kapatid, para masabi mo yun, you need to really have more faith to do this. Para po masabi yan. Remember, the doubting Thomas, he doubted before, but when he met the Lord and put his hands or fingers doon sa sugat ng Panginoon, anong sabi niya? Sa John 20:28, my Lord and my God. Personal. David was speaking an intimate one-to-one relationship with God. And even in John chapter 10, sinabi sa atin yon, yung pinakikita sa atin, yung intimacy between the shepherd and the sheep. It's not my message, but John is teaching us para po ma-highlight yung kanyang sinasabi sa atin. Anong sinasabi ni John? John chapter 10 verse 3. Una, He calls us. Sabi niya, tinatawag tayo. Sabi niya, the sheep hear His voice. And He calls His own by name and leads them out. John 10:3. God is calling me. Sino ba ako para tawagin niya ako, Edward, I love you. For all the sin that I made, for all the shortcoming, yung paglayo sa Panginoon, di ba? Nung araw, bahala na si Batman sa buhay natin. But when you learn to know the Lord, He takes care of you. So, He calls us. Pangalawa, in verse 14, He knows us and we know Him. Sabi niya, I am the good shepherd and I know my sheep and know my own. John 10:14. Kilala tayo ni Jesus at kilala rin natin siya. Yung intimate understanding, intimate knowledge between God and His sheep. Ganun tayo sa Diyos. Alam ng Diyos kung anong buhay meron tayo. Alam ng Diyos kung paano ka nabubuhay. Alam ng Diyos kung paano tayo sumasabit. Alam ng Diyos kung paano tayo pumapalpak. Alam ng Diyos marami pagkakataon mali ang ating mga desisyon. Sabi ng Bible, He knows them by name, individually, personally. Alam ng Diyos kung ano yung ini-enjoy mong blessing. Alam ng Diyos yung nasa puso mo. He knows their joy and blessing. Alam din ng Diyos yung iyong mga trials and sorrows. Alam din ng Diyos kung paano ka nag-wonder sa maraming bagay at nag-i-stumble ka sa maraming pagkakataon. Maraming pagkakataon sa buhay natin, ipinapasawalang bahala natin kung paano mag-work ang Diyos sa buhay natin. But God, nevertheless, still God wanting to have an intimate relationship with us. He knows you. He keeps His mind on you. Hinahanap ka pag sa tuwing nawawala ka. Wala ka sa choir, hinahanap ka, boss. Wala ka sa worship time, hinahanap ka ng Panginoon. And the Spirit of the Lord will come upon you because He cares for you. And that's why Jesus do some intercession sa buhay natin. Pinakikita lang sa atin, mga kaibigan, mga kapatid, that we have a good shepherd. Lagi natin sinasabi, God is good. All the time God is good. And yet, di naman natin to pinangahawakan. And a lot of time, you go astray with your own. Sabi, the sheep know Him. The Lord knows your life. The Lord knows your being. He knows all in all of you. Nakikita ng Diyos if you believe or not. He knows if you are trusting or not. Yung kanyang pagmamahal, yung kanyang care, ay laging nasa iyo. His mind and His word is upon you. He wants you to be with Him in all your dealings, in all your journey. He wants you to be there. Even in your leadership, He wants you to be there. He knows everything. Knowledgeable, alam naman natin lahat. And He wants our destiny to be in the proper track. And we will be enjoying our pasture. The fact that we know Him, He knows us, is just a proof that the Lord intimately loves you. Bakit ko sinabi yan? Because hindi lang He cares for you, hindi lang He knows your name, kung titignan nyo, He also died for you. John chapter 10. The Father knows me, even so I know the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep. Yun ang sinasabi niya. Pinapaalala sa atin, mga kaibigan, mga kapatid, kahit ano pang sabihin natin, ang Diyos ang nagbigay ng buhay sa atin. He gave His life to us. Gusto ko lang ipalala sa inyo mga kaibigan, mga kapatid, that Jesus, hindi lang sinabi niya, nilay down ang kanyang buhay para sa sheep. Kundi, sinabi din doon sa John, na sinabi niya, He purposely went to the cross. It's an effort to prove to you kung gaano kanya kamahal. Di ba ganun yan? Pag mahal mo ang isang tao, mahal mo ang isang bagay, you are always ready to die for it. Ibibigay niya lahat. Hindi siya magtitira everything. Kaya nga, if you look at the cross, He widened His hand towards you. Sabi niya, ito na lahat to, bigay ko sa iyo. The point is, God is in love with us. God is in love with you. He loves you no matter what. He loves you unconditionally. Yan ang agape love. That's an intimate relationship sa kanyang mga sheep. At pang-apat and last, yung irrevocable nature of the shepherd. Irrevocable nature of the shepherd. Ano ibig sabihin ito? Alam niyo mga kaibigan, mga kapatid, merong isang pastor, si George Thomas, sa isang small church in New England. One Sunday, it's a Easter Sunday morning. Pag-akyat niya sa pulpito, meron siyang dala-dala na marami. Pangit na bird cage, yung kulungan ng ibon. At ipinatong niya doon sa pulpito. Sa lahat ng nanonood, of course, the congregation was, ano to? And the pastor began to speak. Sabi niya, this is the story here. Kahapon, sabi niya, habang lumalakad ako, I saw this young boy, papalapit sa akin, dala-dala niya itong bird cage na to. At doon sa loob nito, sabi niya ganyan, I may 3 birds, 3 little wild birds. You know, dahil malamig doon, takot na takot yung mga ibon na ito habang nasa loob ng cage. So sabi ng pastor, I stopped the boy and asked, anong gagawin mo dyan sa mga ibon na yan na nandyan sa kulungan? Sabi nung bata, this is just some old birds, and sabi niya, nakuha ko lang ito doon. Sabi ng pastor, anong gagawin mo dyan? Sabi niya, well, iuwi ko. Sabi niya, at paglalaroan ko, I would like to have fun with them. Sabi ng boy, tutusok-tusukin ko, tatanggal-tanggalan ko ng feathers, at pag-aaway-awayin ko, and sabi niya, I just want to have good time with them. Sabi nung pastor, pagkatapos siya, pag napagod ka na, nagsawa ka na, nag-enjoy ka na dyan sa mga bird mo, anong gagawin mo? Sabi ng bata, meron ako mga pusa, ipakakain ko na lang sa aking mga pusa. Total, gusto ng pusa mga ibon So, tumahimik daw yung pastor at tinanong niya yung bata. Sabi niya, well, how much do you want for those birds? Nagulat yung bata. Tinanong niya yung pastor. Sabi niya, Mister, why do you want this bird? Sabi niya, pangit to. Ano to? Ano ba tawag sa ibong gala, askal na ibon. Sabi niya, they don't even sing. They're not even pretty. Sabi niya, wala kwenta itong mga ibon na ito. Why do you want to buy? Sabi ng pastor, how much? Magkano? Sabi ng pastor, well, sabi niya, wala namang kwenta ito. Sige, I'll take it. Sabi niya ganun. $10 sa Amerika. So dito siguro mga times 15, $10, 500. 500 pesos. Medyo mahal yun Sige, sabihin natin, 100 pesos. So, ginawa ng pastor, kinuha niya yung $10, binigay niya doon sa bata. And dali-dali, kinuha ng bata yung pera, iniwan niya yung cage at yung bird sa pastor, nagtatakbo na siya. So, ginawa ng pastor, dinala niya yung cage sa isang bakanting talahiban at marami doong mga tree at mga grassroots. Ang ginawa niya, binaba niya yung cage, binuksan niya yung pintuan at pagkatapos, pinailipad niya yung mga ibon. That explained why the pastor has an empty cage in the pulpit. And then the pastor began to tell his story. Sabi niya, one day, Satan and Jesus were having a conversation. Nag-uusap sila. And si Satan just come from the Garden of Eden and nagmamayabang, boasting. And sabi ni Satan, well, nakita mo ba itong mundong ito? Maraming mga tao. Nag-set ako ng trap at naglagay ako ng pain. I knew, sabi niya, ang mga taong ito kakagat sa pain ko at makukuha ko sila. Yun ang sabi ni Satan. Ang sabi ni Jesus, and then what you going to do with them? Sabi ni Satan, well, I'm going to have fun with them. I'll teach them how to play around, mess around. Sabi niya, makipaglaro sa kanilang mga marriage. Tuturuan ko silang mag-away-away. And I will teach them to abuse each other. Tuturuan ko silang mag-inom, magpaka-immoral, magmura, smoke. All of this, I will teach them, sabi ni Satan. I will teach them how to invent guns and bombs and kill each other. I really have a good time, sabi ni Satan. Tapos sabi niya ni Jesus, and then after that, pag napagod ka na yung mga tao na lugmok na sa maling ginagawa nila, what will you do? Sabi ni Jesus. Sabi ni Satan, then I'll kill them. Then I will kill them. Sabi ni Jesus, how much do you want for them? Sabi ni Satan, ayaw mo ng mga taong ito. tinakwil ka nito, ayaw nila dyan sa'yo. They are no good. Bakit kailangan mo pang tubusin to? They just hate you. They'll spit on you. They will curse you and kill you. You don't want these people, sabi ni Satan. Sabi ni Jesus, how much? Jesus asked again, how much? Tinignan ni Satan si Jesus. Sabi niya, if you really want to buy, I will be needing all your blood, all your tears, and your life. Sabi ni Jesus, it's done. Then He paid the price. Alam niyo mga kaibigan, mga kapatid, yung pastor ho, binuksan niya yung cage doon sa pulpito at inopen niya yung door at pagkatapos, lumakad-lakad siya sa pulpit at sabi niya, tignan niyo iuwi nyo to sa bahay nyo because God will not mistreat you. Hindi kayo sasalbahiin ng Diyos. In fact, palalayain pa. Sabi nung devotion ko kanina, when the Spirit of the Lord is there, there's freedom in living in Jesus. You know, we are safe in the arms of God. We are safe in the arms of Jesus. In closing, of course, I want to share with you this music, this hymnal. Uulitin ko, ito ho isinulat ni Isaac Watts. And si Isaac Watts, siya po ay pinanganak England in 1674. At yung kanya pong mga parents ay dissenters. Ibig sabihin, hindi ho sila welcome doon sa Church of England at ang tingin sa kanila ay mga rebelde because hindi sila niwala doon sa pananampalataya and so forth and so on. Pero po ito si Isaac Watts, habang lumalaki po siya, he was really trying to do good. In fact, yung tatay niya, Isaac din ang pangalan, nakulong. At yung pong nanay niya, hiniheli po siya sa labas ng kulungan, doon siya nakaupo sa isang stone outside the prison gate at gumawa siya ng silent protest against their unjust treatment toward their husband. Kaya po, kung makikita niyo, lumalaki yung bata, parang inapi talaga. Kaya nung lumalaki siya, nagkaroon siya ng maraming problema. Nagkaroon yung kanyang katawan ng poor health. Naging masakitin po siya. Naging frequent yung kanyang illness throughout his life. And in spite of his handicap, nag-aral po siya maigi. He learned Latin. And when he was 4 years old, biro mo, he mastered the language. Marunong siya mag-Greek, marunong siya mag-French, at marunong siya mag-Hebrew by the time he was 13 years old. Pero at the age of 7, nagsulat-sulat na ho siya ng kanyang, magaling ho siya mag-rhyme, poetry. Marami siyang, natutunan. And he was trying to go to the school. Dalawa lang ho kasi yung eskwelahan sa London. Yung isa ay Oxford University. Yung isa ay isang Cambridge. Okay? At medyo magandang school. But hindi ho siya tinanggap. Kasi nga, deserter sila eh. Kumbaga, hindi sila welcome. Kumbaga, api sila. By the way, yung Oxford is parang counterpart siya ng Cambridge. Yung Church of England. May church dyan. Hindi ho sila makapasok kasi they cannot conform with them, with the people. So siya po ay nag-aral ng sa Newington Green Academy, medyo maliit na school. At doon ho nagtapos at nakatapos po siya ng pag-aral. In 1707, naging pastor ho siya. And Watts become so faithful in his calling. Lahat po, ng ayaw sa kanya, ay talagang pinakikita niya na ang Diyos ay mabait. Kung titignan niyo yung statue ni Isaac Watts, he's only 5 feet tall. Pero sa England, pagka medyo 5 feet ka, medyo para kang naubusan ng gandang lalaki. Sabi nila, nung tumatayo daw sa pulpito si Isaac Watts, parang ang pangit kasi lit lang niya. Compared to the Briton, they call it Briton, yung mga taga-England. So anyway, on and off yung kanyang illness, may sakit siya, kaya kumuha sila ng assistant niya. Anyway, during his preaching, maraming nagre-reklamo sa kanya kasi during his preaching, sinisingitan niya ng music yung kanyang preaching. Every time he preached, binibigyan niya ng emphasis yung role ng music sa worship. Kaya po mga kaibigan, mga kapatid, maraming umaatake sa kanya. Bakit ganun ang ginagawa niya? So yung ginagawa ni Isaac Watts, kanyang way o method ng kanyang preaching, they call it hymnody, or after preaching, merong music. That's changed the whole ministry. Napakasikat to nitong church na ito at yung pinagpapastoran niya. Kaya po bago mag-broke yung World War II, yung kanta niya ay lagi pinatutugtog sa British Broadcasting Corporation. Meron hong kanta yan na ginawa niya. Ang title is, I Am Safe in the Arms of Jesus. Pakinggan po natin to. Ni-research namin. And he's one of the best, greatest hymn na naisulat at lumabas. Pakinggan po natin to.
Safe in the arms of Jesus, safe on His gentle breast, there by fields of glory, over the jasper sea. Safe in the arms of Jesus, safe on his gentle breast, there by his love o'ershaded, sweetly my soul shall rest.
Safe in the arms of Jesus, safe from corroding care, safe from the world's temptations, sin cannot harm me there. Free from the blight of sorrow, free from my doubts and fears, only a few more trials, only a few more tears. Safe in the arms of Jesus, safe on his gentle breast, there by his love o'ershaded, sweetly my soul shall rest. Jesus, my heart's dear refuge, Jesus has died for me. Firm on the rock of ages, ever my trust shall be. Here let me wait with patience, wait till the night is o'er, wait till I see the morning break on the golden shore. Safe in the arms of Jesus, safe on his gentle breast, there by his love o'ershaded, sweetly my soul shall rest.
Maraming pong salamat. That's a wonderful song. Today, gusto pong i-consider nyo yung price na binayad ng Panginoon sa Kristo. When you go back to the cross, to the Calvary, and yung that time na umitim ang sangkalangitan dahil sa namatay ang Panginoon, napunta sa krus. Remember what it was like before Jesus Christ came into your life. Gusto ko ipakita sa inyo, mga kaibigan, mga kapatid, na kung ang ilalagay mo sa iyong buhay ay ang mga bagay sa mundong ito, you will never be safe. But if you will put your life into the arms of God, everything will be better off. Alalahanin mo, we are like a ship, sabi ng Bible, sabi ng Isaiah. We always go astray wherever we want to go. Kaya yun ang problema, matigas ang ulo ng ship. Pasaway. Just like us. Punta rito, punta doon. Naliligaw na, hindi nila alam. That's why the shepherd knows it. And the shepherd, our God, knows that if you get out of His arms, you will never be okay. Ang sabi niya, stay with me. Depend on me and I'll take care of everything. Whatever people will say, we have recession this year. We're losing jobs this year. We're losing money this year. Losing everything this year. Mga kaibigan, mga batid, if you have God, if you have Jesus, you're not losing anything. You don't lost anything. You will gain more because you are in the arms of God. Why don't you just depend on Him, trust in Him, give everything to the Lord, and you will enjoy life. Ano man dumaan yan, lalampas lang yan. Diba sabi ng Bible, sa mga Old Testament, sabi niya, and it will come to pass. Lahat yan lilipas na. And as you enjoy your life in Jesus, you will be okay. I hope the Lord bless you this morning at kayo pinagpala ng Panginoon. Tayo po ay mananalangin, patuloy tayo magtiwala sa Panginoon, and continue to pray for one another. Pray for our friends, yung mga Abalos family, please pray for them. They have COVID infected, so please do so and pray for them, and all our friends in America and here, mga kaibigan natin, please pray for them. Manalangin po tayo, and let's just give it everything to the Lord, kasi siya lang naman nakakalam yan. Whatever stray you go, God will say, akin ka, halika rito, and you will come back to the Lord. Manalangin po tayo. Lord, thank you for your goodness. Thank you for what you have done. I pray that if there's anybody here who never trusted in you, I pray that you speak to their hearts like Paul, who persecuted the Christian, and then one day at the road of Damascus, you lead him to salvation. Just like those people who are listening, those people who are watching, I pray that you lead them back home and let you become the shepherd, and let them become your sheep. Help us, Lord, as we enjoy our lives today. Salamat sa mga blessings. Salamat sa lahat ng pagpapala ay binigay mo sa amin. We thank you, we honor you. And again, sa pagtataas po ng kamay, nang iwala kabulang alipin, igawad mo yung mahalang basbas sa bawat isa amin. Ikaw po ang maluwalhati sa buhay namin. Patuloy mo kaming biyayaan ng sapat at sapat, na wala naman kaming we are not worthy sa lahat ng pagpapalang yan, but you alone, because of your grace, because of your love and mercy, you've given that to us. Pray for Florence healing and all that are sick. I pray those who have cancer, heal them, touch them. Those who are in need right now, pray that you be with them. Pray that you continue to control their lives, Lord. Salamat po, ikaw po magpalad, magbasbas about this sa amin, hanggang makita ka namin ang mukha. Sa ngalan ng Ama, ng Anak, at ng Espiritu Santo. Amen at amen. Salamat po. At patuloy po tayong magpanalangin na sa bawat isa. Pagpalain po kayo ng Panginoon. And we'll see you again next Sunday, which August na po yun. At tayo patuloy lang na magtiwala sa Panginoon. Salamat po. At God bless you all.